An uncomfortable conversation lasts for 5 minutes, but it stays in your head for days, weeks, thousands of mental hours wasted on a moment that is already dead. An unpleasant event itself isn't necessarily ruining your life, because your inability to switch is doing all the job. Life doesn't improve just because bad things stop happening. It improves the moment you stop wasting your time and energy on things that no longer exist. Don't get me wrong. Moving on doesn't mean pretending it didn't hurt. It means looking at all the wreckage and say, yeah, that happened. And then choosing not to relive it again. But why do we get stuck? Why does our brain keeps dragging us into that vicious loop? Here is a deep reason why. Imagine something bad happened to you. That single failure is just an event. Everything else is a story you build around it. We come up with all of those stories to try to make sense of something bad happening to us. Stories give us some meaning that help us cope with uncertainty. Any suffering is hard itself. But if it turns out that there is no point to it and no meaning, it becomes even harder to tolerate. So stories provide us with some meaning to relieve our pain. They provide us with some hot fixes as well as long-term problems, because stories keep us engaged. For example, your favorite book or your favorite movie. Stories literally create an alternative world where we can escape to. It can be your adaptive resource, but it stops being helpful when you tell the unrealistic stories to yourself, because you mistake them for objective reality. And there is only one person who repeats all of those destructive and influential stories to you. And of course it's you. Sometimes we take one isolated failure and simply weld it to our identity. I always mess things up. Nothing ever changes for me. There is no point in even trying. That narrative gives a temporary event a permanent definition it never deserved. In the end, you can try to bring more awareness to the script you keep rerunning in your mind. True psychological resilience isn't about becoming numb or pretending you don't care. It is a disciplined refusal to let one dead moment to become a permanent story that will be constantly stealing your time.